Phemex, please protect, get a brace and find your place.
Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. To date is October 1st, 2022. And Bitcoin's not doing much of anything. The SPX did something interesting on Friday evening. We're going to have a look also at Bitcoin dominance and at some altcoins that are rallying. So if that interests you, then watch until the very end. It is October. Most seasonality people, proponents of seasonality theory would say September is particularly bearish for stocks, cryptos, equities, markets, whatever. And October is where you really want to see, or where you really should see, some positive price action. So it's October, all right? We haven't really gotten anything out of Bitcoin in September. We didn't get much of any downtrends. We didn't get much of any uptrends. It was just sideways, okay? But we did, in fact, get some upwards price action in other areas of the cryptocurrency market. So September was good for certain alts, and I think October is going to be good for the rest of the market, crypto market, also for traditional stocks, okay? Now, that out of the way, let's look at what Bitcoin's doing. So what did Bitcoin do on Friday? On Friday, it did something interesting. Remember what we said. We have this channel right here. And in channels, as you know, the bottom is important, the middle is important, and the top's important. Okay, the bottom is support. The middle is resistance if you're below it, support if you're above it. The top is always resistance, okay? So we have these three aspects. And on Friday, we came up to the middle. And what do you know? We've found resistance, okay? So we rejected from it. Did we reject completely like we did here? No. We rejected, we consolidated, and now we're looking to make a move back up. That's as simple as that, okay? There's nothing bearish about that. You hit resistance, you bounce off it, okay? It's normal. Now, on the 4-hourly time frame, you can see it. On the hourly time frame, you can see it just as well. You put in a three-wave move here, okay? So you came up in a three-wave move, you came down in a three-wave move, okay? That's what you should actually expect. So this is an initial break of structure. This is a counter wave, so a counter wave to this initial break of structure. This is a consolidation reversal pattern, or consolidation reversal channel, if you will. And what you should get is an impulsive move up, okay? And that impulsive move up should take you up and through this resistance that you've hit once, twice, okay, in the recent past, okay? So this is what I'm saying for Bitcoin. Much ado about nothing. We're still in this channel, this larger channel that you see here, this blue channel that we've been in for about 10 plus days, okay? And yeah, this channel is forming in the aggregate a rounded bottom, which means it's likely to be a reversal to the upside. Now, that's Bitcoin. Now, what do we have for other assets? For instance, RSR, which is an altcoin. Meanwhile, these assets are pumping, all right? They're going to the upside. And the title of Friday's live stream was something to the effect of clear for takeoff or something like that. And this is exactly what you've gotten in assets like reserve rights, in assets like DYP that we're going to see in a second. So basically, there are certain altcoins that not only have moved in the past few days, but have been moving for pretty much all of September, okay? And this is an example of that. This 130-day consolidation reversal pattern has led to a bounce off of support, which we're pretty much at in every asset, okay? Pretty much any asset you look at in cryptocurrency is on support of 100 or 130 days of channeled price action, a consolidation reversal, well, what I identify as a consolidation reversal channel, or what some people may just call a regular channel, okay? That sideways channel is an accumulation channel. And what you can see in certain altcoins, which are going to lead the market, by the way, as we're going to see looking at Bitcoin dominance, meaning we're going into an alt season. So the first mover is not going to be Bitcoin, it's going to be altcoins. This is one such altcoin that you can see has moved up and out from the bottom of the support region and now is testing the large and significant resistance of this 130-day channel. Expect to break it, retest, and then continue. Okay, so this is RSR. And again, this is not the only asset that is doing that. Okay, you can see other assets beginning to move up and out of this support region. Like Dodo is starting to move up and out. You can see, so that's it from my watch list. Okay, if you go to the general watch list, let's just filter here. You can see something like DYP, okay, is starting to move up and out, okay, as well. So you see these channels, you're at support, and then you're seeing a move up and out from the bottom of these channels. So you're pumping on support, which is to be expected, right? You're bullish at support, you're bearish at resistance, right? There's nothing really that's significantly down today. Okay, now as promised, let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Okay, where do I have Bitcoin dominance? Right here. Actually, wrong. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Do I have it here? Here, let's pull it up. All right, guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. So Bitcoin dominance, it's altcoin season. Okay, as I said before, how do you know it's altcoin season? Very simple. You can look at altcoins on watch lists, or you could just simply look at a chart of Bitcoin dominance, which is showing you Bitcoin's complete or the percentage of market cap that Bitcoin has vis-a-vis the rest of the cryptocurrency market. So Bitcoin's about half of the cryptocurrency market, but now it's less than half, right? We've been at 40% for quite some time, and you can see in the aggregate on the large term, you have this huge head and shoulders pattern, which is a reversal pattern or a bearish pattern, okay? And it confirms these bearish patterns, these head and shoulders, inverse or regular head and shoulders, confirm upon breaking the neckline of the pattern, okay? And you're pretty much playing with fire. You've been doing so since May of 2021. You've been in this right shoulder consolidating, okay? So the next move, the likely move, is down, okay? And the target is basically going to be the height right here down, okay? And you have to be on log to faithfully represent this. In any case, if you go on the smaller time frames, you will see exactly what Bitcoin dominance has been doing, right? So here we go on the smaller time frame, and this is one way to see, okay, when all of these altcoins are going to pop, right? Because you're at Bitcoin, you're in a falling pattern or a falling trend in Bitcoin dominance. You can see a three-wave move here, which is obviously corrective. You can see a consolidation here, and you're holding this resistance. This resistance hasn't been broken. This 41.6% on this chart has not been broken. If Bitcoin dominance were to reject and continue to the downside, it's likely going to be upon rejection of this ascending wedge right here and continuation of the larger move to the downside. Because this ascending wedge right here is close to completing, okay? And we know these wedges usually they reject towards the lower third or the final third of the pattern, okay? It's likely that you're soon going to see a move like this, breaking the wedge to the downside, and that basically telling you that altcoins are going to be outperforming Bitcoin. So you're going to see a lot more like DYP, a lot more like RSR starting to move up. Even if Bitcoin's moving up, it's not going to be moving up as much as these other altcoins. So that's Bitcoin dominance, and that's something interesting that it's showing us. And the other thing that's interesting is the traditional markets, okay? So let's look at first, before looking at the SPX, let's look at the DXY, okay? So all of this move up, this big, crypto move up is contingent on the DXY, the US dollar index, playing nice, the US dollar index rejecting as it has been. So on the daily charts, you can see that the US dollar index has been performing a downtrend. Okay, you have two big red daily candles, okay, with wicks to the top, okay, and then you have a green daily candle but with a wick to the top. So in candlestick analysis, you know that a wick to the top is bearish. That means there's sell pressure to the top side. You can see on your momentum indicator, your stochastic RSI, that you're crossed bearish and you have a ways to go on, to the downside. And if you go on even higher time frames like the weekly and the monthly, you can see that you're not only oversold, but you have a lot of ways to go to the downside. Okay, so this is likely a large downtrend preparing itself in the DXY. So all of this, sort of the plans for Bitcoin, for altcoins to move up is contingent on the DXY moving down, because we know that is the underlying factor, that is the market mover. Okay, so now speaking of which, let's look at the traditional markets. Okay, so let's look at the SPX. Okay, and people are really, really scared about this right here. So this is the monthly time frame. Let's go into the weekly or even the daily. Okay, so this, some people think that the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, as they move, Bitcoin moves, and on this channel we think that's incorrect. It's the DXY that moves the market. So everything's inversely correlated to the DXY. So if the DXY is going up, Bitcoin, crypto, stocks, everything's going down, DXY is going down, then everything can move up. Because the DXY is going down, I do not anticipate for us to lose support. We have not yet lost support. A little wick to the downside is not support loss, okay? You have this consolidation reversal pattern forming an A-wave initial break of structure to the wave 4 of the previous trend right here. And then you have a 3-wave move, a flat correction in B. And what you're getting here is a pivot, most likely going up for an impulse, okay? And that impulse is going to serve as your counter correction. So this is your initial break of structure. This is your counter correction. This is what we're waiting for in the SPX. Again, what's really important is you haven't lost support. And what constitutes losing of support? Very simply, if you take your Fibonacci retracement tool and you take the top and the bottom to the top of, it would be of this B wave, okay? Right here. Let's see. Actually, you would have to go on a smaller time frame. You would want to calculate the phi ratio of this right here, of this move right here, this small move right here, okay? A loss of support would technically be anything beyond, on this chart, below 35.53, okay? That's the phi ratio of this little A wave right here, okay? On my calculations, that would be a loss of support. That would be a continuation of the downtrend. Anything beyond that is simply a wick down and it does not constitute a loss of support. So because the traditional markets are closed, we know they're closed on Saturdays. The DXY doesn't trade until Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This isn't going to move. But when the DXY opens up, when the traditional markets open up at Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you should see a bounce up and out, okay? I know a lot of people are afraid about this because of, the kiss of death and all these other things. But in my estimation, from my analysis, you should expect a move up in traditional markets as you should in crypto markets, okay? So that's pretty much it for me. I do expect a move up in Bitcoin and a larger move up in most altcoins, all right? That's it, guys. If you got value, please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you're having a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another quick market update.
Wreaking havoc on their drums. We go getting dumb, getting crazy style. Late night, high division, we be moving with precision. With 10 spots popping off, making some decision about hitting them one at a time with these ill rhymes. My love at the door, free.